Finishing. I mean, after our losses to Angola and New Haven, we looked back and said we didn't finish good, and we did that later on in the year, and that's what we want to do this offseason.
Okay, and so going back to that week 4 against New Haven, what do you remember about that 95-yard drive and to send it to overtime?
Oh, that was a tough loss. We were up like 17 points, and then we let them come back, and we didn't finish. And then we just have to play more tight defense and stop the long drives.
Yeah. What do you guys take away, or what do you guys? What's Coach been telling you? What has the team been doing to kind of push forward and get that mindset out of, or that game out of your guys' head?
It's in the past. We move on. We always go say that every week's a championship week, and we did that by beating DeKalb last week, and then yeah.
Okay. And what are some of the keys to getting a Leo victory?
We got to play physical. We have to stop some of their playmakers, James Gardner and number 2, I think Zale Banks. He's really fast. We just got to stop those guys, and hopefully we can get the dub.
Okay. What are you looking to improve on for yourself this week to having a big game?
I just want to do what my coaches tell me to do, be successful with my team. Hopefully get the W.
We're pretty much doing what we did the same thing that we did when we played them the first time. But I mean, we learned a little from when we lost to them. So I mean, we obviously are building on that and trying to improve from that time.
Going back to that unfortunate loss, 95-yard drive down the field to tie the game up to send it to overtime. What do you guys remember about that?
It's obviously in back of everyone's head, so everyone's remembering it. So that's what everyone's thinking about in practice and stuff, and we want to really get back at them for that.
What did Leo football learn from that loss as a team?
We kind of learned where we were. We learned that people are better than us, and it was kind of a learning point for all of us. We just learned that there's teams out there that we really need to work every day at practice to be able to beat some of them.
And what are some of the keys to getting a Leo victory this week?
Some big keys are going to be definitely both sides of the lines being good. You know, if we can overpower them with the line, we should definitely be able to beat them.
Okay. And give me a second here. I think he had a couple questions lined up that he wanted. What is the team doing well this week, heading into the game?
We're really in practice. We're very physical. We're all amped up and ready to go, and we have very fast practices that are very intense, very quick. And it's solid practices.
Okay. And I think that's all. All right. Thanks, man.
Well, you're right. It is a tough New Haven team, a good competitive opponent for week 1. But we're not going to change our routine a whole lot. We're out here just like we have been from July 31st. So kind of week preparation, our usual game week preparation. So, that's what we're doing, and just trying to get better every day and trying to improving our skills and our techniques, and hopefully that'll play through on Friday.
Talk a little bit about what do you remember from that 95-yard drive against New Haven, going into to send it to overtime? What do you remember about that? What sticks with the team?
There's a lot I don't want to remember about that. No, but no, it was give New Haven a lot of credit. They made a lot of plays during that drive for them. So, that drive was a lot about them. I knew we had some mistakes, but they did about everything right and what they needed to do to send that game into overtime. So, that was really all them, and the quarterback did an excellent job that was in, and receivers made plays. So, they made the plays that series.
What are you telling the team going into this week? Because obviously they all remember that game. Everybody's going to remember that game. But what do you tell them going into this week about that game? Are you telling them to just forget about it and play Leo football, or
no? Exactly. We're playing. Yeah, I mean, what happened in week 4 really has no bearing on what's going to happen here in week 10. Right? We've both teams have gotten better. Both teams have improved. So, this is just something where we have to focus on us and getting better, and playing our game and playing physical and running the football and all those fundamentals. We just have to do better than we did in week 4, and that's really our focus for this week.
What are some of the keys to be able to snag a tough Week 1 victory?
Well, I think, from our standpoint, defensively, we've got to be very fundamentally sound, tackling, running the football. They have athletes all over the field that can make plays at any moment. So we're going to definitely have to be sound defensively, to be successful. And then offensively, I think a lot of that is we got to cut down on mistakes. We've had penalties the past few weeks, and taking care of the football, the turnovers. Those are going to be key in this game.